Good evening. My name is Casey Boyd. I'm a longtime friend of Ian's and a close friend of Ian and Liz, the couple. I may be a little nervous. I've never given a speech in a tuxedo before. So. Before I get started, to reiterate what Matt said, let's first have a round of applause for both the Tusillo and Mavera families. Without all their love, dedication, and support, none of this amazing weekend would have been possible. This has truly been a magnificent experience. I'm extremely honored to be a part of, so kind of for myself and the rest of the wedding party, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So about 12 years ago, Ian and I were playing in a rather insignificant late season high school football game. Probably like midway through the third quarter, we kicked off and an opposing player ran up the sideline. Just when it looked like this guy may actually, break for some daylight for the end zone, he was tackled so hard that this crowd, like a couple thousand people, just gasped. It could have been surprising that this 5'5" 130-pound kid could have just dealt this blow, knocked this guy out. But I'd seen it enough times throughout the years that this was just it. He ran off the sideline through just kind of a gauntlet of headbutts and shoulder pads, slaps. He comes to me at the end of the sideline, and I said to him, kind of yelled at him, no, I won't like to paraphrase, kind of. I said, that was unbelievable. He kind of looks at me and he says, what? And to kind of put this moment in the proper context, we have to understand kind of this cavalier, nonchalant phenomenon that is kind of come to define Ian to his closest friends, his relatives, and now his lovely spouse. It's just Ian being Ian. So here's a young man that in his near 29 years, happy early birthday, by the way. He's achieved so much success both professionally and personally. It makes a normal human like me just tired to think about it. This boundless energy and this near manic desire just to live life on his own terms. They're not just qualities to marvel at, they're qualities to aspire to. Every now and then, though, these complementary attributes may just kind of make you wonder and look at him and say, how can anybody keep up with this? So Liz, I thought you may want to say a few things right now. My wife Jessie and I knew from the first time we met Liz that she and Ian were perfect for one another. They're both just incredibly driven and focused individuals. They work hard, they play hard. They enjoy a slow night out to dinner or a fast-paced weekend skiing or rafting, a lot of times both. They challenge each other to find greatness in whatever they set forth to do, and they follow it with success every single time. Sure, it may take them 20 minutes to choose the right bottle from the wine list, or another 20 minutes for the appropriate entree on the menu, but that's 40 more minutes we get to spend with each of them, talking, laughing, and just witnessing their story. Ian, Liz, Jessie, and I were out to dinner last winter when Ian asked me to be his best man. I'm not usually an emotional type, but I choked up in front of the three of them and just told them how honored I'd be to do it. and then I promptly spilled my glass of water all over the table. So I sat there soaking wet, teary-eyed, but kind of laughing. I kind of looked over to him, and I was looking for something, anything, some sort of assurance in that moment. And he kind of glanced up from the dripping table and goes, "What?" It's just Ian being Ian. There's this old episode of Seinfeld, which is a favorite of both Ian and mine, where Kramer and a car salesman see how far they can drive on a near-empty tank. As they speed away, Kramer holds out his hand, and the car salesman grabs it. In our younger days, and still occasionally today, Ian and I will do this when we embark on whatever plot we have in mind. But Ian, I think now it's time to hold out your hand and Liz should grab it, because you guys have an absolutely amazing journey ahead of you.
Do it!
I'm so incredibly happy for you both. You guys are amazing. You deserve every bit of what you have and what you've yet to achieve. Enjoy it. Everybody raise their glass, please. To Ian and Liz. Congratulations.